official television station of Illini Sports. This is WCIA 3 Sports and your Illini Nation.
Illinois football officially back as the countdown to kickoff is on, just 26 days away until the Illini host Nebraska in a Week 0 season opener. And it all starts today with the first fall training camp practice in the Bret Bielema area. A lot of familiar faces return with several newcomers as well. Everyone says they're excited to get started.
Like, this is New Year's Day for us, right? Like I always preach to our players and our coaches, this is the start of a new year.
You love it, man. Guys was flying around, guys were competing, and it's always great.
In shells for the first 5 days, full pads start on Friday. Then the fun will truly begin then. Training camp will almost entirely be held in Memorial Stadium this year. Closed to the public. WCIA 3's Marley Weirda is live outside Grange Grove for us tonight. A new season, but we're still talking about COVID, Marley. Bielema said he expected his team to be completely vaccinated by this point, so where do they stand right now?
Well, Bielema told us today that there's still 12 to 20 players that either need to get their first or their second dose of the vaccine. So now he expects his team will be fully vaccinated 2 weeks prior to game day. But come August 28th, we don't really know what to expect from the Illini. We were only allowed inside Memorial Stadium for 20 minutes today, and the team was pretty tight-lipped following their first practice.
I mean, I guess we'll just have to see. I'm not gonna spill the beans, you know.
I don't want to say too much because, you know, got Nebraska coming up, but it's going to be fun.
The Illini are keeping their game plan close to their chest as anticipation builds ahead of Bret Bielema's first season as the Illinois head coach. With a new scheme, new staff, and a new team in place, you can't blame him for shutting the door on an open training camp.
You know, it allows us to do things, right? I would love to have you guys sit out there and watch every snap, but the great thing is, right, we are an unknown to the world of college football, especially our opponent, right? So I think the ability to control that messaging is really good.
Illini fans got a small taste of Bielema's team at their spring game back in April. It's the first time since 2019 the Illini have been through a full spring training ahead of fall camp. They're building off that momentum and say they're ready to surprise the Big Ten.
And come on, and it showed that when we were out here, you know, you're able to see the improvement from spring ball. We're picking up where we left off, so we're excited about that.
We got a lot of guys that have been through a lot, and we've been through a lot together. So I think that's built a bond for us, and we're all looking to go out with this with one final like haymaker, right, at this Big Ten season. So we're really excited.
Now, Jake Hansen didn't participate in spring ball, but he was back in a helmet today, along with his fellow super senior Alex Palczewski. The offensive lineman was sitting out this offseason, rehabbing an ACL injury. So for both of them today, it was their first time getting to practice in front of their new head coach. Of course, there'll be plenty more practices to come as we head throughout training camp. But for now, reporting live outside of Memorial Stadium for your Illini Nation, Marley Weirda, WCIA 3 Sports.
All right, Marley, thanks. Most prognosticators have Illinois about 3.5 wins this year. A couple of other news and notes from today. Former four-star recruit Vertus Brown has switched from offensive to defensive line. He originally started his college ball on that side, but started 8 games at right guard for the Illini last season. Now he's back to defense. Shimon Cooper going from inside to outside linebacker, and former Illini offensive coordinator Rod Smith, now an offensive analyst at Virginia. Kind of cool. The Illini will play there on September 11th. It all starts today. A lot of work between now and when the first game happens, but you got to start somewhere.
Feels like summer just started, and here we are.
Here we are.
All right, thank you. The medals